I'm getting myself set up on other platforms here. Give me a second. I'm just gonna go. Oh, geez, I can't. Okay, whatever. It's gonna be fine. So I am apparently streaming on a couple of platforms here. I know I'm live. So let's see. On Prism Live, I should be on YouTube and Facebook. And then, of course, on Steam Labs, I should be everywhere else, but this is not, it's not working out the way I want it to. So my name is Ivette Camarano, and I am a serial entrepreneur. And anyway, I own Level Up Racing Video Game Store, Cake Pop and Roll, Camarano Accounting and Tax Services, and GetOffTheStreets.org. And so for the past 5 years, it's been really just challenging. A lot of things have been challenging, and I've been doing a lot. Teaching high school students, with personal finance, accounting, business, and apparently love the idea of owning a business, love rolling up my sleeves, love getting into the day-to-day minutia, whatever you want to call it, of a business. I love creating something out of nothing and figuring out how to do it and figuring out if it's going to work and running a bunch of scenarios or tests or applying different theories and ideas and it's just like a little world of board games, honestly. I think that 5 years ago is when I really started to get involved in the notion of really having a business, wanting a business, owning a business, and that kind of thing. And I am 57 right now, so I say I probably started everything maybe 17 years ago with Camarano Accounting and Tax Services. And then next thing you know, 5 years ago, it was a video game store. And then next thing you know, in my family, a lot of things have happened. Cake Pop and Roll was really the idea of my sister, Myra J. And if you look her up, it's Myra J ASMR. And she's been successful on TikTok with over 500,000 viewers. And then just a lot of things, a lot of crazy things happened, fire and legs broken and things, therapy, things like that. I would say maybe 4 or 5 years ago, being in Evanston, Illinois, is when we decided to register all of the entities there in Illinois. And then, a lot of things happened. And so then next thing you know, Cake Pop and Roll was doing its thing. It was the North Shore side of Chicago, the Chicagoland suburbs, that really helped elevate Cake Pop and Roll. And we just got a lot of support from people in the area. The King and I, theater production from, I don't know how many years ago that was, maybe 4 years ago, they ordered from us. We had attorneys from Glencoe ordering, a lot of big names and a lot of affluent people were also ordering cake pops from us. So that was Cake Pop and Roll. And then my brother came, he helped us with, establishing a deposit for a home or whatever. And then he passed away three weeks later. So we started GetOffTheStreets.org. I would say looking back, it was a pilot program. That's really what it was. I didn't know if it was going to work out or not, but it was a big deal to me. It had his name and his spirit written all over it, GetOffTheStreets.org. And, we're Puerto Ricans. we're from the Humboldt Park community in Chicago. And let me tell you, my brother always towered. He was a big guy. Look, if you know Mr. Clean, then I can just tell you, hey, my brother was a Puerto Rican Mr. Clean, and his arms were just massive. And so, but growing up, he had a lot of challenges. There were challenges the gangs were bullying him into, joining gangs. And, not all families are perfect. We all have problems. We all go through stuff. And as a result, he had to move away to get, away from gang activity, and then ended up becoming an army soldier, a ranger. He ended up with a police, being a policeman for the, I think it was New London, Ohio. And then next thing you know, he was a wreck master certified, and then dealing with the big rigs for EMS and fire. And then he passed away. And so then next thing you know, GetOffTheStreets.org happened. And then next thing you know, I bought a house in Racine, Wisconsin. And then next thing you know, I'm diving into community. I'm providing, the first thing I did was provide game consoles, TVs, flat screen TVs, oh my God, games, Pokemon cards, board games, card games. I even donated a piano. I donated a basketball, hoop. And then we volunteered. We did a lot of gaming out in the community, volunteered. We set up games at St. Rita's Festival one year, and then St. Joe's, St. John's, and we were always at the Racing Raiders games, except for this past year and maybe last year as well. So there's just a lot of things that we did, that we just did a lot of it, a lot of work. That was GetOffTheStreets.org, and to this day, I'm still. Oh, I wish my mom would stop calling. But anyway, I'm sorry to interrupt. I love her to death. Mom, I gotta call you back, okay? I'll call you back. Okay? Love you. I will. Okay, good. Okay. So anyway, I don't know how all this has happened and how and why it is I'm where I'm at today, but I apparently have followed joy. I followed my passions, and I really wanted, at age 45, I thought I knew who the hell it was I am. And guess what? I didn't know then. But whatever it is I'm doing, whatever it is I do, has to be something that I'm passionate about. Otherwise, it's not going to work. And for a very long time, I was in survival mode, and I was just working for other people, and working for my son, and working because I had to. But I was never really doing something that I really wanted to do, that I'm really passionate about. Get Off the Streets is one of them. So pilot program, started doing games here, then started doing more, and started creating work-based learning, started creating project-based learning, started to teach at high school, started to create presentations on topics that really, really matter. At this point in all of our lives, we have to get to the point, be direct, give people what they want, what they need, what they want. Because the people that I've been teaching and the people that surround me, not everybody, but most of them, they're not wealthy. They need help. They need tools to succeed, to have a better life, to have a better, career. And I love being a teacher, and the educational system, it's a great foundation for learning. But at the same token, I'm concerned that we're so big. They're so big that we're not able to make changes. We're just not able to make changes quickly enough to impact the survival levels, or survival ability of our students and their families. And so my thing is, break the cycle, cut the poverty, or cut the cycle, break the poverty. Stop it already. And I know that's a big topic, and it's a big ask, but you know what? A little at a time, just a little at a time. If you can do something, do something. Anything is better than nothing. You see a kid out there walking down the streets, pay him a compliment. Tell him, hey, it's going to be okay. You're going to be fine. Do you know how many times people stopped me while I was going to school as a kid, walking, to tell me things like, you're not alone, or everything's going to be okay, or just keep moving, or keep going. So many people. And that mattered. Those little words mattered. And so I can't impress upon, I can't stress enough how important it is for you guys, anybody, everybody, to say something. Say something. So I just think it's important, okay? So, hey, I don't know how long I'm going to be on this earth. I'm going to do the best I can. I'm going to give of myself the best I can and do the best I can. That's me. That's not everybody. I get it. I understand. Not everybody's the same. So we got getoffthestreets.org. I opened up a video game store with somebody in Evanston. It didn't work out. And then next thing you know, here I am, Level Up Racine video game store in Racine. And then it started to kind of intertwine with the non-for-profit getoffthestreets.org. And then it's like, well, let's meet the kids where they're at. Where are they, right? You got kids out there in the streets that aren't being tended to, that are falling through the cracks. There's a group of kids that aren't able to join regular programming because parents aren't there to sign off on waivers, and they're just not. And then they don't have money, and then they don't have money for transportation. They can't get to places. And these kids are out there. They're probably hungry. I mean, I don't know about you, but as an adult, if you don't eat, well, are you going to be Stungats? I mean, are you going to be like normal? You're going to be able to like understand, or to like think clearly or logically, or like just even. So we know, listen, if you got kids coming into school and they're hungry, you think they're going to be paying attention to what you got to say about English, math, science? Really? No. Like, and I hate the fact that us teachers we're everything now. We're social workers, we're psychologists, we're everything. And so we have to meet kids where they're at, period. And then we have to work with them and pull them into where we need them to be for them to be successful, whatever that means, right? So so that's my thing as a teacher. That's what I do with all of my businesses. I've got kids that have been involved in Cake Pop and Roll, that love baking. I got kids that love the video game. They don't have it. If they don't have the money for an Xbox or a PS5, then the least I could do is open up my video game store and have them come and hang out and play. But at the same token, they're hungry. So whenever I had it, I gave it. And then I had people coming in, dropping off juice, water, bread, peanut butter, bananas, fruit, oranges, apples. And guess what? They would walk in, and most of the time they went for the orange, they went for the apple, they went for the bananas. So I am a single mom. I'm not going to judge or criticize any parent out there, because I know it's really hard. And with this economy, it's even worse. And you want the best for everybody. But at the same time, you're probably going through stuff yourself. And I get that. So no judging and no criticizing. I just feel like we need to be there we just need to be there for them, period. So that's what I aim to do with all of my businesses. I want them to be educated. I want people to be educated. I want people to know how things work. You might be somebody that wants to run a freaking business and you have no clue, and you need help. Well, you need help. Okay, call me. I'll help you. Already met with a business owner that just started her business, and I'm going to be helping her with her setups, her processes, her operations, her financials. Then I have another one that I'm going to meet up Friday. He's already got, an established entity. He's doing very well, but he wants to do something else. A part of all of this everybody has dreams. I have dreams. I have thoughts. I have ideas, but not all of the ideas are something that that requires or that needs for you to stop what you're doing and to invest in it or invest in it, because not all of them are worthy of of your time, especially if you're in a place where you need to do work for money, right? Or invest in something that's going to yield you so that you can then move your family forward or move yourself forward. And so anyway, I just wanted to share all of this with you guys. And I especially I gotta say this. I am someone who had to close her doors of brick and mortar in October of last year. I'm not happy about that. I'm not happy about how it all went down. It's been rough, but I'm still here. I'm not going anywhere, and I just keep moving. But what's interesting is I keep moving into groups of people that are supporting me and helping me, and I'm so freaking grateful for that. So grateful. It's not even funny. I mean, I think about a month ago, I started to really focus in on, first of all, I found a new place to be in that I could run my businesses. That's one, with amazing people that just are so supportive. It's not even funny. Want to see me succeed. I've never been surrounded by people who wanted to see me succeed. I know, weird, right? I don't know. What have I been thinking? What have I been doing? Who have I been running with, right? But I have that now at the 410 building in Racine. And I did join Whatnot maybe 3 years ago, and it went very well. And then I stopped. Of course, there's a way for me to do it because I was doing so many other things, and I was really surviving. I was just working to survive, to make sure that my elderly parents are taken care of, my kids taken care of, my students are being taken care of, and just the list went on. But this Whatnot group is also freaking amazing. Let me tell you, I have come across amazing people on this channel. I mean, talk about people who really want you to succeed. I mean, I get on there and I'm like, oh my God, what do I do now? And they're like, well, do this, that, and this and that. And they just provide, may God, they provide so much information and guide me. And it's just so cool to see. And I've been very successful on Whatnot. Very successful. So much so, and I'm so sorry to have to say this, I love the traditional store. I love being able to walk into a store and check things out and say hello to people and socialize. I can't provide that anymore. I can't. Video game industry is not a consumable. It's not food. It's not groceries. It's not gas. I just couldn't do it. So, having said all of that, I want to thank the Whatnot group of resellers that have been guiding me through all of this and helping me out and sharing the enthusiasm. Sharing the enthusiasm with games like, gosh, if I can find one. I just sold a bunch of games today, and one of them was a big deal back in the day, and it's still a big deal now, and it's too bad I can't find it. But like, I don't know if you can see that. I mean, like, all these games. And so does it work? Probably not. I don't know. And then I want to thank all the people that have come and donated, all the broken consoles, broken controllers, not complete in-box board games, games that may or may not work, and then they donate their games that they don't use anymore. They don't play. They don't want to. They don't have time. Things that are, creating cobwebs or building or helping spiders build cobwebs with in your basement. So I just want to thank those people who have continued to support me, the non-for-profit, and all the things that we try to do here in Racine, Wisconsin right now. We started off in Evanston, Illinois, and I'll be going back and forth, Evanston here, and wherever I can, I'll be hiring kids during the summer, as I always do that. And I'll be running programs. Soapbox Derby is one of them for Southeast Wisconsin and maybe the northern portion of Illinois. Why not? And it's up there. It's ready. I'm ready. I just need volunteers, a little help, and I want to get this gravity racing up and going. For under Get Off the Streets, that's one program. The other one is Street Games. That's new too, and that's going really well. It's cash prizes. We pop up. We play games that are interactive, that make you think, make you, sharp on your toes. You got to look. You got to coordinate your efforts, your hands, your whatever. Such cool games for Street Games. And I do that with 4 other business owners right now. And then we've got FinTech, which is digital literacy, financial literacy, technology. And why? Because technology is rampant. AI is rampant. It's going so freaking fast that it's leaving everybody behind. Our elderly people have no freaking clue what to do anymore because these companies are now turning to AI. And guess what? They're leaving behind our younger generation who have no clue, and then they're leaving behind the older generation who also have no clue. They don't have the dexterity to do what they need to do to, fix their problems or fix their telephone bill or their bills or whatever. They don't get it. They don't have it. So that's what that program is all about, FinTech. I do the Easter basket collection and giveaway every year. And so these are things that I do. These are things that I will continue to do. I will continue to teach. I'm here. I always tell my students, you need something, call me. You need help with a resume. You need to talk or walk through anything, any ideas, any business ideas you might have. You need anything, just call me. And I tell my students all the time, and they do reach out to me. So I don't have anything else to say. I just want to thank the community. I want to thank the community of video gamers, collectors, and I want to thank my reselling community, Whatnot people in particular. You guys have been freaking amazing with me, and I absolutely appreciate you. You have no idea. You have no idea, really. Like, the words don't even, So, Level Up Racine video game store, Level Up Racine, TikTok, YouTube. TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, okay? Ivette Camarano, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Get Off the Streets, Instagram, Facebook, and Camarano Accounting and Tax Services. It's probably Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. And I'm not sure I don't think it's on YouTube. All of these pages are, everywhere on all the platforms. Cake Pop and Roll, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. I don't even think it's on YouTube yet, but anyway, there's just a lot of, I just got a lot of pages everywhere. And I've been, in the past couple of days online more, and I've been online more in the past 2 or 3 months. And why? Because I'm competing with other people that have more capital than I do, that have over $100,000 worth of games in their shop, in their video game store. I don't have that. I have grace, customer service skills, marketing skills, and I am transparent and real, no bullshitting person. And I do what I say I'm gonna do, and that's who I am. But I am doing very, very well, considering I don't have to have $100,000 worth of games in my shop. I don't need it. I operate lean, and I give you what you want. I get you what you want. I have a buyer-seller program that's freaking amazing. And I have people coming to me telling me, hey, I need you to help me sell this. Okay, no problem. And in less than 10 minutes, it's sold. And it's a win-win. It's a win-win for everybody. For me, especially because I'm helping people get rid of their stuff. Or it could be a family that's given me a consignment. They need help selling it. They need money for, hey, food or gas. Hello. I have a lot of Pokemon cards thanks to the people who donated. And then I'm able to do Pokemon decks for kids who can't afford it. And remember, you were a kid too. And remember, you wanted to belong. You wanted to feel like you were in with the crowd. You wanted to feel good about yourself. All of these games, they have the power. They have the power to pull people in, to get them to connect to one another. I have a community hub. of people that just enjoy the games, enjoy the memories, enjoy all of the toys, the collectibles, the pop culture and whatnot. And so, it's about acknowledging each other. It's about celebrating each other's presence. And I don't mean by, happy birthday. I mean, literally, like really paying attention to people and talking to them and acknowledging where they're coming from, what it is they like, what it is they're doing, and joining them in the stuff that they love to do. So having said all of that, I just wanted to thank you all for everything that you've done for me. And I continue to serve community. I think I'm more of a community person than I am a business person, but I am a teacher for sure. You guys, you take care of yourselves. Thanks for having me and thanks for listening. I appreciate you. I know this is long. Take care of yourselves, okay? Stay connected. Bye-bye.